Let's jump right into this explainer and soak in the incredible sights, sounds, and oh man, the vibrant flavors of Budapest's most iconic food destination. Just imagine stepping into a place where the rich, smoky scent of paprika actually mingles with the lively chatter of local vendors, all under the soaring cathedral-like roof. That's exactly what we're exploring today.
So what exactly is the belly of Budapest? Well, it's the Nagy-Vasascsarnok. Don't worry if you can't pronounce that perfectly on the first try. This massive, late 19th century marvel is literally the culinary heartbeat of the city. It's not just some standard grocery store or a tourist trap. No, it is a living, breathing monument to Hungary's deep gastronomic heritage. It's a daily gathering place where everyday locals and eager travelers rub shoulders. Here's a quick look at our floor-by-floor map. We'll start with the Iron Cathedral, head down to the basement for pickles and fish, hit the ground floor for Hungarian flavors, move up for street food, and finish off with some essential visitor tips. Section 1. The Iron Cathedral, covering the history and architecture. Okay, so let's start outside. Gaze up at the magnificent exterior of this building, and let's delve into the history that made it possible. We're talking about a massive 10,000 square meter facility. To put that into perspective, it's absolutely colossal. Back in the late 1800s, Budapest was this booming metropolis, right? But its outdoor markets were getting entirely unregulated and, frankly, pretty unhygienic. So the visionary mayor Károly Kammermayer stepped in. He funded this giant indoor space to ensure a safe, clean, and centralized food supply for his rapidly growing city. The building itself has quite the dramatic history. It opened in 1897, designed by the brilliant architect Samuel Petz. Originally, it was so cutting-edge that ships could literally sail right into an indoor canal, and massive wagons rolled right down these extra-wide center aisles. How cool is that? Tragically, though, it was severely damaged during World War II and really fell into disrepair. But thankfully, in the 1990s, it was fully restored to the breathtaking splendor you see today. It's famously been called a symphony in iron, and you can completely see why. The architecture is this awe-inspiring mix of neo-Gothic brickwork on the outside and a cavernous, light-filled steel frame on the inside, built by the Wagner and Schlick factories. And you absolutely cannot miss the roof. It's covered in these iconic, brilliantly colored Zolnay pyrogranite tiles that were brought in all the way from Pécs. It honestly feels like walking into a grand cathedral that is dedicated entirely to food. Section 2. The basement level featuring pickles and fish. Let's step out of the sweeping light and head down into the basement. This is a cooler, much more utilitarian level, and honestly, it's the ultimate hidden gem for everyday locals. As you descend, you're instantly hit with the pungent, mouth-watering aroma of savanyúság, which is the Hungarian word for pickles or fermented vegetables. It is absolutely crucial to the national diet. You'll find stalls packed with massive jars of fermented cabbage, garlic, and even little melons and cucumbers stuffed with peppers. It's a wild sensory experience. Right alongside the pickles, you've got fresh fishmongers selling the local river catch, plus a modern supermarket that really keeps the neighborhood running. Section 3. The ground floor, focusing on Hungarian flavors. Let's move back up and feel the energy shift as we enter the bustling ground floor. This is the true epicenter of Hungarian agricultural excellence. When you step onto this level, the vibe is just palpable. You are completely surrounded by must-find specialties. If you look up, you'll see these massive, beautiful hanging strings of garlic and red peppers. You have to check out the world-famous Pick winter salami. Locals call it téli salami, right alongside heavily spiced kielbasa and arka sausages. Add in the colorful fresh seasonal produce, rich artisanal cheeses, decadent goose liver pâté, and sweet tokaja wine. I mean, you have an absolute paradise for food lovers. Now, when you're buying Hungary's national spice, paprika, you're gonna see absolute mountains of it in beautiful cloth bags and vintage tins. But listen to me, you absolutely must know the difference before you buy. If you want a deep red, mild, and sweet flavor, you're looking for the words édes or csemege. But if you want to bring the heat, you need the fiery hot versions, which are labeled Eros or Chipos. Seriously, getting those mixed up makes for a very surprising bowl of soup. The incredible thing is, this floor isn't just a grocery store, it's practically a museum of Hungariums. A Hungarium is a quintessential representation of Hungarian culture, craftsmanship, and agricultural heritage. There's actually a dedicated 140-meter thematic promenade right here on the ground floor. It's basically a stroll through national pride and ingenuity, showing off the absolute best products the country has to offer. Section 4. The upper floor for street food and crafts. So now we climb the ornate iron staircases up to the balcony. Here, the crowd shifts from your everyday grocery shoppers to a bustling, tourist-friendly haven of folklore and hearty, sizzling meals. This upper level acts as a cultural repository, completely packed with traditional Hungarian folk art and souvenirs. You can browse through stunning kalosha and matio embroidery, which are these regional styles featuring incredibly vibrant floral patterns. You'll also find carved wooden items, hand-painted ceramics, and porcelain dolls. It's really the perfect spot to pick up a meaningful keepsake.
But let's be real, you're also up here for the food. The air is just thick with the sizzle and rich aromas of unpretentious traditional street food. You absolutely must try a langos. It's this incredible deep-fried flatbread slathered in garlic oil, sour cream, and just a mountain of grated cheese. Or maybe grab a steaming bowl of goulash livis, that's goulash soup, or some hearty stuffed cabbage, and then finish it off with a sweet caramelized chimney cake. The best part? You get to eat all of this while leaning over the balcony just watching the magnificent, bustling market below.
Section 5. Essential Visitor Tips for a Survival Guide.
To make sure your visit is totally seamless, let's run through a rapid-fire survival guide so you can navigate this massive hall like a true insider. Trust me, these practical steps will save your trip. Step 1. Arrive early. Getting there between 8 and 9 a.m. lets you beat the tourist waves and actually watch the locals do their daily shopping. Step 2. Bring cash, specifically Hungarian forints. While cards are definitely becoming more common, many of the best, most authentic stalls are cash only. And step 3, if you plan to eat upstairs, secure your space early. That balcony fills up so fast once the midday lunch rush hits. Also, keep these hours in mind. The market opens bright and early at 6 a.m. every day it operates. But notice Saturday, it closes early at 3 p.m. And here is the most important takeaway of all. The Central Market Hall is completely closed on Sundays. I literally cannot stress this enough. Do not plan your big market visit for a Sunday, or you will be met with firmly locked iron doors.
Getting there is a breeze, though. It's located right at Fovam Tér on the pest side of the stunning Liberty Bridge. You can easily take the M4 Green Metro line or hop on trams 47 or 49, which drop you off right in front of those grand neo-Gothic doors. It's incredibly accessible from anywhere in the city center. So I'll leave you with this. When you finally stand beneath that glorious Zolnay tile roof, completely surrounded by the incredible energy of Budapest, what are you going to try first? Will you go for a hearty, steaming bowl of traditional goulash, or dive straight into a crispy, garlic-smothered langos? Whichever you choose, the Central Market Hall is waiting to give you an unforgettable taste of Hungary. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and happy exploring.